I'm walking down the hallway, and I'm turning the corner, and I happen to notice Colton McGrath. I said, wait a minute, you're the American Idol star. Well, these are unexpected surprises. Colton, good morning and welcome.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning. So what's the answer to that? Does life go according to one's blueprint, or do you think it's serendipitous?
Honestly, I know, especially within the competition, I've been taking things day by day. I recently just, as you may have seen or not seen, on Sunday night's episode, I recently got eliminated right before the top 48, which is the end of Hollywood Week. So up until then, honestly, it was very much day by day, a lot of hard work, and that's exactly what it is now. So, but, I continue to take what I learned there and bring it with me here in my career.
What did you learn?
That sleep deprivation is not my scene.
And you'll never make up for it. You'll never, ever make up. Ask anyone who does a morning show. You never, ever make up for sleep deprivation.
Lord. Although, I met a lot of great people. I want to keep my connections. I made a lot of great musical connections, and I plan to keep those and use them in the future. Collaborate with a lot of great artists that are now both on and off the show.
Right.
But yeah, honestly, I just learned to keep going. Like, just don't ever stop doing this, because if that's something that I can do at 18, that's awesome to me.
Right. You had a double message to share with America. One was, of course, your God-given talents.
Thank you.
The other one was a very important message. Tell us about that.
Right. So, as most people know that know me, I'm female-to-male transgender. So a big part of me as a person and in my music career is diversity, and bringing that diversity into the music industry. There's not a lot of transgender artists out there that are really indulged into the music industry. I'm not really sure why that is. I know there have been a few on, local reality shows and music contests, but, it doesn't seem to get much further, which is unfortunate. So especially in the LGBT community, or really in any community with diversity involved, it's important that we recognize difference and acceptance.
Right. Tell me, what was the toughest part of being on a national stage and sharing the two messages? Was there anything difficult about either one of those things?
Well, this is the first, real huge music thing that I've done since I came out in August. So really, it was the whole question. I didn't really think about it a lot, because obviously I had a lot bigger things to think about. But, in the moment, it's like, not everybody knows, back home, that I'm trans, so it's that doesn't really matter to me, but at the same time, it's I hoped that I could educate people. Really, on top of my music, I just wanted to enlighten people and educate people, so that was my real concern there, is I hope that I can do both of these things and not leave that out.
Colton, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you as you're performing live? Did the sound ever go out on you or anything like that?
Oh, gosh. On the show specifically, or just in my... Okay, so on the last 2 rounds of Hollywood Week, I actually had laryngitis, and pretty bad, but so... I in my defense, I think I sang pretty well. But so I would introduce the song, and it would be like, "Hi, my name's Colton McGrath." But then, I would, just clench my whole body and sing.
Right.
But, that would probably be, the craziest thing, because I don't think anyone expected that.
Yeah, you're right.
I didn't. A lot of people were affected with, the losing of voice, because, not a lot of us are from L.A., so... You got the hot air, you got the condensed spaces, and you got, sleep deprivation. So it's a mix of things lead to sickness.
Yeah.
But it kind of worked out. So
life is full of those roller coaster rides up and down. Yeah. Right now we're listening to Empty Skies.
Yes.
Your single.
Yes.
Now, tell us a little bit about Empty Skies.
Sure. So Empty Skies is basically about wanting someone so bad, but you can't have them, and you don't really know why you want them or what's drawing you to them. It's like, I reference this in the song, but it's almost like ecstasy. Like it makes you feel these kind of things, and you don't know why you're feeling them. You know, it's kind of surreal. It's sublime.
And you wrote this yourself?
Yes.
And the inspiration behind it was?
Honestly, that's a great question, and I don't know if I can answer. I kind of just write songs. I come up with things out of my head, and I'm like, if I ever felt this one day, I'm sure it would.
You know, Colton, it's funny you said that this comes from out of your head. I think it comes from a place deeper, much deeper. And that's the place where magic always is created, you know, that wonderful, beautiful magic. Colton, are you still at Durfee?
Yes, I'm a senior.
Do they allow you to cut classes officially?
Oh, God. Well, my mother's a teacher there, so I mean...
That's tough. Oh, that's tough.
No, it's great. It's great.
Oh, my gosh.
No, but I mean, it's all excused.
Yeah. Good.
It's great.
Coming up, what's in the future? What's on tap? What are you going to be doing?
Well, I'm going to Bridgewater State University in the fall to become a writer.
What kind of writer?
I'm honestly not really sure yet. I write all kinds of things. I'm actually currently working on a book of poetry. So it's kind of one of those things that I've always wanted to do before college, but I've never really worked up to it. So I don't know. I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go along, but I have some plans in my head, you know. But I'm always keeping music in the back burner. There's a reason that I chose writing as a major.
One piece of advice to pass along to young people from your heart to theirs, what is it?
I would say don't let anybody tell you that you're less than you are. And just, who cares? If you think you're one thing and somebody else thinks you're another, don't listen. Just be true to who you are, and eventually that will catch up to you. You will be fine.
What a pleasure. And I mean a real surprise to be walking down the hall. Hey, Colton McGrath is here. Yay!
That was great.
We wish you all of the blessings that you can take in and more, okay?
Thank you so much. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Colton McGrath, folks. We'll be back. Awesome.